Welcome everyone, my name is Easton Harris. In this video, we're going to be discussing the importance of trading plans. Now, when you create a trading plan using your understanding of the technical tools, such as support and resistance, trend lines, channels, price action, whatever it may be, whatever you like to use, it is important when utilizing this strategy, you want to come in every day and approach the day with a trade plan. Now, when you make these trade plans, you're very clear-headed, you're thinking very logically, you're reading the charts in a very unemotional manner. So before you start your trading day off, you need to come up with a trade plan that you will follow no matter what. When you're in the charts and you do not have a trade plan, you can be taken off guard by your emotions, you can get greedy, you can become fearful, too scared to enter. You can close trades early, you can close trades late if you don't have a trade plan. So it's very important that you create one every day before trading this day trading strategy. I have Euro Yen pulled up on the 1 hour, and we're gonna just create a trade plan for the day. We're gonna mark up our 1 hour chart, and we're gonna get a very clear understanding of what we're going to be doing today. So one thing to take note of, price found support here over and over and over. Okay, so if we come in and even acted as resistance right here, if we come in, we just draw this zone is going to help us make judgment calls. Okay, and I'll explain why in a moment. Let's see what else we have. We've broken this zone. We have a very solid zone through here. Let's look, is there anything else I need to be aware of on this hour chart? Okay. So just to keep in mind, this trend line has broken. Just get an idea of what price is doing. Now we've broken this, okay? I can see that there are miscellaneous areas in here. Oh, and look at this zone right here. Look at this. I want to be very aware of this area coming through here. I don't want to test that area. With all these interactions in it. So I have that zone marked. I've got, this is broken. Just getting an idea of what price is doing. We have a mean red candle through here. So that looks solid, took force to break through that. Now, is there anything else that I should be considering? Here, let's go to the 15-minute and just make sure that we're not missing anything. Okay, here's the 15. Okay, so on the 15, we have a trend line coming through here that's very clear. We have this trend line, we've broken this level. Now, if the pivots open up in, let's say, the next hour, I need to have a plan for what I want to do once they appear. So my plan is to sell. I want to sell anywhere under this area. I don't want to be buying under this area. I want to be selling under this area. Okay, so my trade plan for today is to come down here for the sell. That's ideally my plan. I don't want to buy anywhere. Okay, now price might give a sell before we get here, but I definitely don't want to buy underneath this level unless I have space to move. So it's very easy to acknowledge this whole area right here. This whole area is my sell area. Let's label this sell area. And I have an understanding of why I want to do that because I understand the technical tools I have used. So let's move this over here. This is my sell area. So if there are any pivot points within this area, I don't want to be buying off any of them. I want to be selling it. That's my plan. Now, if we get down here to this, our zone here, it's really mean across there that we looked at earlier. If we get down here within this area, I'll look for buys. This is going to be my buy area for the day. So let's label this buy area. So I know where I want to be selling from. I know where I want to be buying from. Somewhere within this general area down here is where I want to be buying from off pivots. I also have a few more areas that I want to include in my trade plan. If we break this support and it turns to resistance, I want to sell under here. So that's going to be another sell area of mine. Down here, it's another sell area. So if price broke through and came back up, I'd want to be selling. Okay? Just a basic understanding of these technical tools. Now, I have another sell area. I also have another buy area. Okay, and it's going to be on the other side of this trend line and above here. This is my buy area. That is ideally where I want to buy price today. Buy area. Got that labeled. If price breaks through this trend line resistance and this horizontal resistance and comes back to test it as support, I would like to buy. Okay? I have a basic understanding of where I want to buy and where I want to sell by using what price is giving me. You have to pay attention to what price tells you. Now, just to give you guys an idea, I'm going to remove the circles and the arrows to clear it up a little bit. Now, you can leave the circles and the arrows on there if you want to when you're making your trade plan, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to remove them and clear it up a little bit so you guys can see. So let's say that pivots open up and they open up like this. Say there's one right here, one here, another one here, and let's say we've got one here and one out here. Okay, so the pivots open up and this is what we've got. Okay, this is an example. You need to understand how you want to trade each pivot. If price comes through this pivot and holds on this side of it, are you going to buy it in the face of all this resistance? No. You have all of this resistance standing in your way. You do not want to buy off this pivot into the face of that, trying to gun for the next pivot. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if price comes up and holds at this pivot, just holds here, that'd be a fair sell. That's what you want to do. That is part of the plan. Sell it down to the next pivot. Okay? That is the only thing we should be doing right here in this area. Now, if price were to break above all of this and come back through, you want to be looking for buys in this area. Okay? This is your buy area. Now, what you don't want to do in this area is take a sell. We don't want to sell from this pivot right here. We only want to buy in this whole area. Okay? No selling at this pivot. Because if you sell it, price comes here and then launches off, you're going to be really upset. All right, let's look at the other pivots. Price comes down here in our buy area and holds at this pivot. We want to buy back to this other pivot. Okay, because this is our buy area. What we don't want to do is if price breaks through this pivot and holds right here, right under it, in between this pivot and this major support, you don't want to be selling it. You're already at a support. What are you going to